Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today, our group will present about the interpersonal communication topic, verbal and non-verbal, and conversational message in interpersonal communication. Before we start, we will introduce ourselves. Okay, my name is Syasya binti Shafie, and my matric card is S181044.
Hello, Assalamu alaikum. My name is Nazmul Hasan, and my metric now is DMS 182002.
Hi, my name is Nurul Fitratul hajjah. My metric number is DMS 181037.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Nurul Azreena binti Muhammad Nizam. My metric number DMS 191024.
Hi, my name is Nurul fathi zahwa binti zaini. My metric number is DMS 191022.
Okay. Okay, the first slide is question 1, which is types of non-listening. Okay, the first one is pseudo listening. Pseudo listening is when one pretend to listen someone to talk about the story about the someone like that, and then we appear to be attentive, but our minds are usually is where, as a student, my experience, this happened to me when in the class, especially in the morning class, I cannot focus on my lecture sometimes. I will try daydreaming or something like that. And we as a student, we face that habit, like we often pretend to be listening to the lecture to avoid being perceived as rude. Often too, I fall victim to pseudo listening because of all the distraction they have the fingertips such as phone, chatting with friends, social media, and iPod, and so on. And then monopolizing. Monopolizing is when one take over the conversation, not letting anyone else contribute to the conversation. It is when one continues to focus the conversation on themselves instead of listening to another person's talk. For example, that situation when I discuss it with my group assignment, when we express an opinion or suggestion, someone else takes over my conversation bothers me to argue my opinion. And then selective listening. With selective listening, they usually focus on the part of the conversation that interests them or the part that they agree with. For example, that this situation occurs when I'm feeling down and I express my feelings at my friends or my close friend about all my problems to her, but to her or she does not focus, but is busy playing the game or playing the phone like that. And then defensive listening. Defensive listening, like someone says listening. It is when one feels as if they are being attacked or criticized, when in reality no one is intentionally trying to offend them. For example, this situation easily happens to relationship, but it also happened to me when I and my roommate misunderstood when she could not accept my opinion made me agree with her, and I react defensively to innocent comment. I need to defend myself that time. And then ambushing. Ambushing when someone ambushed during the conversation. They are waiting for a chance to attack verbally, only pretending to be listening. For example, when he asked that when my day was, then I told him I want to go out shopping more. Then he attacked by saying, why not tell him first? Like that. And then The last one is literary listening. Literary listening is listening exactly to the choice of words to people use when they speak to you and taking them at face value as to genuine without being questioned or doubt. For example, when someone is sad and needed to confess about their hurt feeling, be focused and listen to the word wisely. The person will seem to be appreciated when we show some effort in hearing their story. Okay, the second question one, my non-listening practice and how I reduce its occurrence. Which is the first one is consider listening. Need to pay attention and ignore things that distract attention to be heard. We need to be disciplined and committed when trying to listen. And then monopolizing. The second one is to show that monopolizing that show the person may get angry and leave the group and he will be forced to change his ways. The other group members along with the facilitator exert the pressure necessary for monopolizer to change their behavior. This may help the person become a valuable contributing member. You don't want to treat someone completely because everyone has something valuable to share. And last one is literal listening. We need to pay attention to him and respond to advice or give solution, make his feeling fun, and also purpose to avoid him become stressed and depressed because no one to hear his expression. Okay, the next presenter.
Okay, Assalamu alaikum, my dear madam and my dear friends. Now I will present the second question. Consider 4 guidelines for improving effectiveness in verbal communication. So actually, there are 4 guidelines of improving effectiveness in verbal communication. The first guideline is think before you speak. By organizing your thoughts in advance, you can eliminate many of the awkward pushes that occur while speaking. It will also help you relay your information more concisely. While writing down your thoughts is not always possible in important discussions, it's still effective to take a minute to organize your thoughts in your mind before you begin to speak. The second guidelines is be clear and concise. The most effective way to get your points across is to make it in a clear and concise manner. Avoid using complex, convoluted sentences and try to state your argument in direct language. Before speaking, ask yourself, what is the clearest way I can make my point? The third guidelines is speak with confidence. Speaking in a confident manner will help you build trust and command the respect of your audience. There are several factors which can impact your ability to speak confidently, including your command of the subject matter, your word choice, the tone of your voice, your body language, and your ability to make direct eye contact with your audience. The last guidelines is be a good listener. Being a good listener is as important as being a good speaker, and it will improve the quality of your verbal interactions. It shows the people you are speaking with that you genuinely care about their ideas, and it helps ensure you understand their needs. This will enable you to build trust and rapport much quicker. That's all about from me. Proceed to next presenter.
So my part is between two restaurant, which is expensive restaurant and mediocre restaurant. Okay, so the expensive restaurant, like they sit at restaurant more comfortable, and the mediocre restaurant is better. So the like the light at the restaurant more bright. Uh, at the medical restaurant, they no need to use light because the restaurant at the outdoor, so they save budget for the light. And the third is table. In the restaurant, they use table square and can fit for people only. And the medical restaurant, they use circle table, can fit 5 people. And the last one is expensive menu. Um, at the restaurant, more expensive because of the service, support with tax cleaning, prep school, and skills. At the medical restaurant, menu just a simple, and they put the menu in front uh, of the store. Okay, relation between nonverbal communication, restaurant, overcoming challenges to effective verbal communication is a top priority to both restaurant manager and employee in the front, at the back the restaurant, while the dam and underlying atmosphere of the place determine whether restaurant speak takes on a more formal or familiar tones. Politeness, relation between nonverbal communication patterns. So the restaurant overcoming challenges to effective verbal communication is a top priority for both restaurant manager and employees in the front and back of the house, while the them and underlying atmosphere of the place determine whether restaurants speak takes on a more formal or familiar tone. Politeness and persuasiveness are always appropriate guidelines set verbal communication standards that encourage employees to work as a team and they ensure the restaurant runs smoothly. And the next one is medical restaurant. In a medical restaurant communication, they take a different tone depending on whether you are taking to a child a friend, or a senior. In the business communication, assurance between in the server and the customer, taking about common and important subject for all you engage with other to pursue your goals, while informal communication is somewhat relaxed and more relaxed when you talk to your friends or chat. Next, I will pass to the next presenter.
Next, my part is question number 4. Things I might say to correct the situation without being offended as a supervisor or conversation. I will start a conversation with him so that he is aware and understand the mistake he has already made. If he still does not understand, I will use another way, which is interpersonal time, for them to use speaking time as a time for them to express latent feelings, and so that there is no interruption while performing tasks and partiality for them to be on time. Next, I will pass to Fathi Zahwa.
Okay, next is nonverbal communication. I will try to use to communicate with the eyes so that he realizes what he is doing is wrong because he is already interrupting this discussion. Another way I will try is high context culture. It is because I will try to tend to be collectivistic and emphasis on face saving because I don't want to direct him likely to criticize him openly. If I'm too direct to him, it can give him low self-esteem and it may seem that I'm too bossy. So that's all from us. Thank you.
Thank you.
Show the next slide.
Habis eh?
Thank you for listening our presentation. I hope teacher will learning well. Okay, thank you.